You chose, Carrie. Just kidding. You have a lot more fun with me than my brother, I can tell you that, so pick me. So you like this my bodyguard in the dragon grave? Yeah, okay. So, this actually is going to be my second run through of this, so this is the one I'm probably going to stick with for my save file.
Fair enough. I'll take some of our men as bodyguards. And before I forget... You rang?
You ring?
Would you be so kind as to prepare a nice dinner for our guests tonight? We should do our best to put them on equal footing with the guards. Don't you think?
Do you always have to be so patronizing, Cash? But you won't hear me complaining about having a nice dinner.
Diamond! First this scamper and now this! We're on a banquet.
That's why you have butter on your pants.
Trode's going to miss out again, though.
Sorry, I used that joke in the last one, too.
Well, what you don't know won't hurt.
Okay, again, I like that Yangus turns into an evil villain when it becomes about food. He's just like, what he don't know won't hurt him. Like, look, it's so great. Again, I used that in the last thing. Because now I know what the cutscenes will be approximately like. So...
Wake up! Wake up! Hello!
Ugh, it's obnoxious.
Up! Come on, move, you lazy bum!
I'm not a lazy bum,
What
I'm a
are you
hero.
doing? The sun's already up. Cash is on his way to the cave.
Okay.
I cannot believe this. Help me wake everyone up right now!
Carrie is far more annoying than Cash. Without a doubt. She just, I think it's the higher pitched voice.
Come on! Get up! No!
I like that. Jessica having trouble standing.
I've decided to let it go this time because I overslept too. We have my jerk of a brother to thank for that.
He is a jerk.
I got the maid to confess that she
Jeez.
put sleeping powder in our food last night at Cash's order.
Okay.
Look, there isn't any time to discuss it now. We can still catch up with him. Come on, let's go. I know you need to get yourselves ready, but I hate waiting around.
Ah!
So, I'm going on ahead. Meet me at the entrance to the dragon graveyard. And don't keep me waiting.
Okay, so now I actually, as opposed to the last one, I actually know, like, because in in my other run through this, I zoomed to the wrong place. Like, I missed an item in the dragon group, so none of that's going to happen on this one. Because I know what I'm doing now. Or at least that's the theory. So. And fights should be smoother, things like that, so. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, we actually, leave right from here. This is the closest place to get to the dragon graveyard. I zoomed to Hilltop Hut in the other, so. The one you won't be seeing, because you chose this one. If you watch that other one, I'm sorry. I'm actually going to have to annotate the other one because, like I said, I missed an item, and that item's a mini medal. So, we'll be getting it in this one, so it'll show up in the save file, and so I'm not going to be going back and getting it because I'm getting it in this one, and like, so this is just the one I'm going to stick with. Alright. And Holy Protection will largely get us to the Dragon Graveyard. At least on the other file, it got me there without a random encounter. So, enough about the other file, because you're not seeing that. So, the Dragon Graveyard is in the middle of a desert that we haven't really... we haven't even been in the area, and I think you can probably go there earlier if you want. I don't know that it makes a lot of sense. You could shorten this up a little by going there, because there is a zoomable location there. So, if we had done that, we could just be zooming there, but then we would have eaten up video time some other time, and it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to do that at all. Not at all. Meow. Okay. So if we head just south down the coast here from Baccarat, we'll actually run into an area where we can disembark, and that's just right by the desert. There's probably a name for the desert. I don't know what it is. But the game was nice enough to provide us with like a church and an inn and an item shop. So that'll be nice. And we'll be saving there. I don't anticipate having any problems with this dungeon. Again, it's my second time through it now, so. Well, this will be my second time through it. Anyway. Do-do-do-do. But yeah, because this area is kind of connected to areas around it, which are areas that we've been in for a while on this continent, Holy Protection should, like I said, stave off the monsters at least until we get into the desert. There's a chance we'll get hit by stuff in the desert, because there are new enemies there. And we're not a high, because whether or not Holy Protection keeps an enemy away is based on the level of your characters. So I think actually if you get to level 55, I believe, if you get to level 55, I think Holy Protection works absolutely everywhere in the game. We're going to have to re-up that, because I don't want to deal with random encounters in this area. Alright, so we're near the entrance cave thingy. Here it is. And you can ride your saber cat right through it. It's not a big deal. Alright, so here is the desert chapel. And we're going to go in, look around, save our game, and then come right back out. So, not a big deal. There are no items in here. I think there's an alchemy recipe, but we don't do that, so. Alright. So the dragon graveyard is actually in the geometric middle of or geographical middle of the desert. It's hard to miss. It's a giant dragon skeleton. So. And I bet you can't guess what kind of enemies we will be fighting in the dragon graveyard. You can try, but I bet you'll get it wrong. Did you guess slimes? Because if you did, you were wrong. Oh. Did you guess mud mannequins? Because actually there are slimes in the dragon graveyard, but obviously largely it will be dragons and, well, and okay, and that glowing guy is a monster arena monster. We will deal with him later, if at all. I don't know. He's not important. He's.
Man, where have you guys been? I was starting to think you'd never show up.
We got here as quick as possible.
Cash is already inside. We've got to go after him.
Of course we do. That's what you're. Well, whatever.
I've got to.
Ma!
I swear, Cash, I'm going to have you begging for mercy.
I don't, well, whatever. Alright. Dragon Graveyard, people. Dragon Graveyard. Hooray. Alright. Treasure chest right here. Map of the Dragon Graveyard. Gotta get it. You gotta. This is a very crazy kind of labyrinth level, so... Alright, smackers! And a dragon. Which is kind of clever that it's dragon and urn put together and he's carrying that jar, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about the smackers. There's going to be a couple enemies in this dungeon that are not big deals, and then a couple enemies that are. The dragons are problematic because they can breathe fire, things like that. But these guys will waste most of their time, like, casting horrible support spells and occasionally licking your face. There you go. Nice. Angelo breaks out goosebumps because it's really creepy when something like that licks your face. Yeah, sure. He's paralyzed by disgust. Because it licked his face. Ew. Okay. All right, so the northeast exit, which is where we're heading, actually leads to just a little room with a mini medal in it. And again, I missed it in the other one, so I'll have to annotate. What do we got? Killing machines. I actually am not sure. Are these the same things we saw in Trodain, or I don't know if these are a different, whatever. I don't know if they attack twice, but we're not messing with them. I'm gonna let the monster team do their job. I won't be using my monster team on the boss of this dungeon, so just so you know. Yeah, these guys are not, I mean, we're taking out 2 of them a turn. This is... There we go. 2 a turn. No big deal. These must be a harder one, because, like, that was a lot of experience. We weren't getting 300 apiece for them in Trodain, so... Alright, so there's our mini medal we went out of the way for, so... Oh, and we had Holy Protection on that whole time. Well, it doesn't matter in this place. Again, if you over-leveled, if you did this really late, you could probably run through it without... But what's the fun in that? Like... Actually... What do we got? What do we got? Oh. Beelzebuzzes and Tyrantosauruses. Alright. Well, that almost actually is going to clear out all possible monsters in this. So now we can start skipping random encounters, I think. Yeah, these guys can be a little problematic. Because... Look at that. I mean... Luckily, these horrible beetle things will spend most of their time just rubbing their forelegs together. That's kind of their job. Boom. Wow. Good job, Jessica. I said good job. And again, obviously, the guy with the big axe is our priority. These guys can rub their forelegs together as much as they want. Oh, come on. Oh, there, well, we took out 1. Thank you, Angelo. Now we don't really have to worry. Now it's just a matter of... It's a formality to kill these guys now. There we go. That should be good experience. Oh, yeah. Oh, Angelo got a level up. Awesome. So he finally gets multi-heal. Like, levels after the boss that I was talking about how we needed multi-heal for it. It becomes a Playboy Knight, and he gets Sarcastic Snigger, which is just it's actually going to be an awesome ability. Because what it does is when an enemy is psyching itself up, if you use that, it'll drop its tension level. Which can come in handy. Probably won't usually come in handy, but again. Alright, where are we at? Oh yeah, okay, so this is the exit that obviously continues. Well, it's the only other exit we have. Alright, and I'm not a big fan of this room, but it is pretty straightforward. I mean, you can just follow the map. Okay, there are Metal King slimes in here, and like Metal King slimes are obviously we've dealt with liquid metal slimes and metal slimes. Metal King slimes are obviously the next logical step. They have like 14 hit points. You could, just like every other metal slime, you do like 1 point of damage a piece. And they're ridiculous. If you beat them, it's 30,000 experience points. Our only real chance is maybe if Steropus can do a desperate attack on one. That would be awesome. Oh. Well, maybe it'll stick around for another turn. Sometimes they stick around for as much as 3 or 4 turns. You know, multi-thrust looks like it hits a lot more than just 3 times. Sometimes I think it hits 4. Yeah, he ran away. Well, now who cares what happens? Yeah, late in the game, Metal King slimes will be, you know, the thing you go after for experience. But right now, we'll have stuff earlier or later that'll make it a little easier to kill them. They still won't be easy to kill. They'll never be easy to kill because they run away. Oh, right. Nothing special there. Alright, and this is kind of our last room. It's weird.
There you are at last, Carrie. I'm afraid you're too late, though. Cash came by here ages ago now. I'd stop wasting my time dawdling here and get going after him if I were you. Ha 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 ha.
Alright. There's that. Oh, why would you leave that girl alone? Just, like, stay here and make fun of Carrie. Okay. So, at this fork, you want to take a right, because there will be another item. What is it? It's a dragon shield, which is actually, it's a pretty cool shield upgrade for, Yangus or our main character, so that's awesome. It's always good to find better stuff. Actually, I wish the Dragon Graveyard had a few more treasure chests in it, but it doesn't. Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god! I'm gonna have to show that fight now. Okay. Right. Look at that. 30,000! 30,000 experience points. Alright, we got Kasizzle. And we can't reach Courage anymore. So now stuff's gonna go into swords. Yangus also got to level up. I think everybody will probably get a level up from this. Alright, 7 for Yangus. He becomes a renowned reaper and gets stainless steel sickle. Angelo also gets level up. Angelo just got a level up. That's awesome. 2 level ups for Angelo in this dungeon. That's crazy. He becomes a hot knight and learns angel eyes. And Jessica gets a level up. More sex appeal for Jessica. She learns hip drop. She gets a second level up. That's awesome. That's amazing. Man, we're just completely tearing her. And sexy beam. Oh, we're going to have so much fun with these. Yeah, this is definitely the file we're going to have to stick with for the actual main plot line. Because killing a Metal King slime this early is pretty nuts. I can't believe that happened. Was I just talking about what the odds of that were astronomical and just crazy? Okay.
I had no idea the monsters in here were so strong. Cash went on ahead and left me behind when I got injured. He's in terrible danger. If you find him and he's in trouble, just forget about the trial. Don't let the monsters harm him.
Huh, I don't know. After what he did with the sleeping powder, maybe this is just another dumb trick. Anyway, it serves him right if he gets himself in trouble, leaving an injured man behind like that. That's so low.
Alright. So, actually, once we cross this bridge, we will be at the boss door. So, make sure you're all healed up. We'll be in good shape. We got a bunch of new abilities.